wizardly brain dungeon of mystery. And so let's go over what happened the last time we were here. So last time we were here, the wizards came to this land which had this large thoughtful brain that thought for the land, and this intelligence was tapped into by these wizards that came here, and they built a myriad of mighty magical constructions that have dotted the underground. They built a water elemental harnessing generator. They built a forge where a great lava demon works and toils to craft. They built a deep, dark mausoleum that holds many dark trinkets. And eventually the wizards left, never to be seen again through their strange wizard portal that has since long been dormant. Very much where we are right now as we go into the Age of Monsters. And so what the Age of Monsters is there are 4 phases in this game of how to host a dungeon. We went through the first 2 phases last game, where we did the primordial phase, and that's basically just setting up the world itself. That's where we drew things like these caves and these gems and the brain and stuff like that. And the next phase was the civilization. We rolled the wizards, and now the wizards have their little like dungeon settlement thing going on. They went away because the Age of Civilization ended and they went through their little wizard portal. So that brings us to the Age of Monsters. And what the Age of Monsters is we're going to generate about, I believe it's 4 right now. We're going to have 4. And we're going to play around, and then there's still going to be those 4. And after that, we're going to start just adding more and more monsters every round. And the object of this is natural selection is going to kick in, and one of these monster groups is going to eventually be capable of rising to prominence and becoming the villain. And so that's what we're trying to get to. Is we're trying to progress to the Age of Villainy. And the way you get to the Age of Villainy is one of our monster groups has to do one of 3 things. They either get 6 population beads, which are going to be the little black stars, 6 treasure beads, which are the little white stars, and there's also a handful of monster cards where if they build their ultimate building, they become the villain. So I know the dwarves, wizards, and who else? The temple can do that. There's a handful of monster groups where they're able to do it that way. And then we progress to the next stage, and rules are a little different. So let's see here. So, for those following along with us in chat, we do have a handful of channel actions. You can sponsor a monster, you can give extra actions, and also if you just !monster, you can help me roll for monsters, because it's just 48. So let's see here. What do we have first? 16. So, here's where this game gets interesting. This game has a deck of cards that you're supposed to like print out that tell you what everything is, but instead I actually lined everything up in a D48 chart yet last night, and so I can just cruise down to which one's which. So let's see here. I rolled a 16, was it? Yeah, I rolled a 16. So that's going to be the Troglodytes. Okay. Troglodytes are chaotic, aquatic, lizards, humanoids, and miners. Proud remnants of a once great civilization, the Troglodytes have been shunned by other races. They will always exploit ore. They never spawn on the surface. If the population is 1, have no treasure, they relocate and get another population. Okay. So they're little cult lizards. Okay. So they're also... Okay, so they want to exploit ore. So we're gonna give the Troglodytes their own little token layer, and let's give them some population. Troglodytes are 3 population. Also start with 1 treasure. Oh, too small. Get those small. Get those small. Oh, you are way too small. There we go. Boom. Boom. Actually... So they're supposed to be beads, right? So shouldn't they be freaking gigantic? So... Boom. Boom, boom. Right? So we're gonna do that, and now we go over to our very background layer here. Oh, I get to fix all of my little settings there. Not my background. I go into my primary drawing layer. Now we're gonna have a little fun and draw. So we're gonna say that these Troglodytes, they're a bunch of lizards that have they've been in these little catacombs the entire time, living down there, you know? But foul things have happened with the wizard portal opening, and it's invited energies to this land that have kind of changed these lizards. So so they're gonna build a little lizard room. We're gonna build a couple lizard rooms. Make it a little softer. There we go. Softer, a little smaller. There we go. Because okay, okay, these guys actually require water in order to build one of their things. So no gardens for these cave-dwelling lizards. They can't really build an idol yet, so we're gonna just draw the pedestal for one. Right? And there's our little altar for them to worship at. Now we're gonna go to our background with our brush. See what we get. I am gonna go for a hard color because we're gonna just basically going to pave this little area. Looks barren now, but don't worry, it'll start popping soon. Actually, you know, let's instead put him back in there. He can fit now. So yeah, this is the little kobold cave. Hey now, that's also the... Oh, I'm struggling for some reason. There we go. Yeah. That's kind of popping. And now we're gonna take our little stencil here, stencil, and background. We're gonna put little mason work line, kind of. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what these are supposed to be, but we're definitely gonna make little, or actually, yeah, no, that's what these little holes are. They're little troglodyte holes. There we go. The little troglodyte holes. Not the offensive kind, but the little like burrow kind. All right, let's turn our opacity down. Oh, so turn our size way down there. That's too opaque. Oh, that is still too opaque. Here. There we go. Got denizens of the dark that are chilling out in here. So that's our first spawn there. but what am I supposed to do? 3. Oh, it is 3. Okay. Goal 8. Oh, it was only 4 last time because of month. Okay, I got it. That makes sense, good sir. $36. Oh my god, it's a dinosaur! Dinosaur! It's a Dimetresticodon. Hold on. There we go. It's a Dimetrescodon, and there's a massive Dimetrescodon that is stomping the land. And well, it's a Dimetrescodon, so we're gonna say that it actually lurks up in the skies. And actually, no. This Dimetrescodon is going to nest on top of the very large mushroom. Gonna just kind of chill there for now. We'll see if it gets something to hunt. Spawn us another monster. 32. The 32. 32's a hag. Oh no, I might veto that. Hags delight in sowing discord and fostering resentment. Yeah, we just rolled an alpha predator, so what's this is the Dinosaur, dude. Okay. There's nothing. Oh. Oh, that's going to reflect really, really poorly on those troglodytes in a second. Okay. Oh yeah, those troglodytes are gonna have a very bad time. I'm not vibing with the hag. Let's see what we got. $25. Another alpha. When a monstrosity spawns, draw a monster card. The monstrosity always has the always and if clauses of that card. Then draw a second monster card. The monstrosity has the optional cards abilities of the second monster card. Then leave those cards on the table. Oh my, that's weird. Alright. So we now draw twice, essentially, to form a special monster that lives in this map. So I actually like this more. Let's see what we get. Got 38 and a 9. Oh boy, Sturge's Shadow Hulk. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Okay, so it's gonna get the optionals of a Shadow Hulk and the always of the always and if of the Sturges with the optional abilities of the Shadow Hulk. Sturges. A monster. Okay, so this is a monstrous Sturge Shadow Hulk creature, which means that it's always going to fight non-undead denizens. So it's going to essentially attack everything around it, like a psychopath, which is actually less intelligent than what the Shadow Hulk does. However, the Sturges breed, so they have that going for what did it say? It said, oh, if you want to fight, breed. So what this creature is doing is it's a giant blood-sucking beetle that is that's just spawning more and more beetles like it with its sanguine collection. Interesting. And apparently, if Sturges have a population of 4 or more, they can also fight alpha predators. And they're also, I mean, they're part Shadow Hulk, so they're already an alpha predator. Who cares about that? Okay, I'm sorry. This took a very long time to figure out because it's complicated. Oh, and also I forgot to roll where they would appear. Six. Oh dear. Doom, doom, doom on the Troglodytes. Doom, doom, doom on the Troglodytes. So let's see here. 1-1. Hey! Hey, all the RPGs. Hey, group. How's it all going? We're just finishing up some map making. We just rolled up a monstrous part sturge, part shadow death beetle creature that is about to make its lair next to a clan of troglodyte lizard creatures. So they're about to have a very bad monstrous age. Welcome, welcome, one and all. See here. Alright, so we got our line there, and there's going to be a lot of skulls. Like a ridiculous amount of skulls, and then there's going to be like the proud rock. Now got their rock that they lord over their land on, and then there's all the skulls. Hey, I welcome it one the same. It's all good, man. It's all good. Welcome. We're playing How to Host a Dungeon. We're vibing. We're making a map. Now, so we've got our weird got our weird den here. Got a better idea. Nothing there. And go with the K. Because not all of them are fresh skulls. Not all of them are pearly white bleached either. There's just a bunch of skulls there, and some of them are trying to be up too. Yeah. Flesh with the G. Aw, yeah. Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we didn't murder hobo you. That's also so fun. Yeah, we got awfully close to killing his character, chill out's character, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't go on a psycho rampage, even though he totally led us into a trap. Oh yeah, there's still time. There's still time. Who knows? We might just be letting you like grow in flavor. Flavor. Let's see here. All right. So we just made a monstrous shadow sturge Hulk creature lair, and let's see. What else are we doing? Because we have the Dimitrescodon, but they don't really have anything to hunt, you know? Don't have anything to hunt, so we're gonna see what they end up doing. But let's go with the turns now. So first we got the Troglodytes. They will always exploit an ore. Alright. So we are going to go over to our little dry dealy dad. And they get to it. Not really. Oh wait, that's the wrong layer. Actually, that's also the wrong layer. Let's do it on this layer. Wait, no. Do it on this layer. There we go. And that way we can fill it in. Boom. They couldn't really get there. Absolutely, you gotta marinate. You gotta get that flavor. Can't, because everyone knows that you gotta let your meat kind of tenderize after a while. Well, see, here's the number one thing about game mastering is you're gonna make a plan, and then you're going to come to your own conclusion of how you would approach that plan. And then your party is going to either not do the same thing, or they're going to do something so completely different that you didn't even think it was an option. So either they're going to do something different, or they're going to completely flip the table on your head, and you're going to have to completely play it by ear. So weird stuff happens at RPG table. You never really know how everyone's gonna vibe, because you can have plans, but plans typically fall apart figuratively upon first contact with the enemy. That's just what they say, you know. Which isn't a bad thing at all, because that's kind of how improv goes. It's all about yes and, you know, yes and how about you come along, or yes and follow me, yes and lead me into a trap. Like that's good TV. Okay, so they tried to exploit an ore, they couldn't quite get there. Their if doesn't trigger. So breed, explore, scout, fight, build. Okay, so they can't fight because no one attacked them this turn yet. Scout. That sounds like the best option. Is they're going to they're gonna build a little room out here. And I think that's going to be more kobold housing. And out here, these kobolds are very ambitious, you know? So they're actually going to build a little safe. Or they're not kobolds, they're troglodytes. In either way, they're going to be very ambitious. Because they know that this land is sentient. They know that this land has all sorts of treasures to be gained. So they're being very ambitious. They're gonna build a vault. They're gonna build some various like chambers for that purpose, and they're also gonna just keep going, because this is probably gonna turn into a super mega vault. That might be their plan. Is the troglodyte shamans keep shouting that there are gems nearby, we must find them. So that is the quest of the troglodytes right now. Okay, so let's do up this vault. Get really, really like steel, really steel. That. Okay, it kind of looks like a Pokeball right now. Also get some little weird, like, magical glyphs. Oh, hell yeah. That's what it's all about. It's all about making a story. Making a fun story. It's all about creating, having fun, and like there are people that like, oh, I'm not into tabletop role playing because I don't like someone telling me what I can and can't do in a story. And like the thing about limitations is that they aren't there to make it so you can't do something. They're making it so that you're able to weave things in on a consistent basis. If someone's just able to wave their hands and say, I caused the world to end, game over, it really detracts from the experience. Where grouping everyone in some form of reality, even if it's a completely fictional reality, it lends to a better gameplay experience. At least that's what I've found. Oh, too big. Let's give them some weird troglodyte fun way. There we go. That's a weird mystic vault. Absolutely. Right. And make it a weird cobalt. Okay, so build our weird little troglodyte commune thing. Scouting doesn't give them any resources. They just built, basically. Oh, and also we need to give them some... Oh. Give them a little get there with. Alright. That's gonna bring us to the vicious creature that is the Dimitrescodon, a giant, massive aerial predator that is rip-roaring across the land, and it has nothing to hunt because this biome is completely devoid of life, as we learned before. So it's actually going to relocate, and it's going to start burrowing deep down underground, about 2 caves down, I'm gonna say. Finally connecting these caves with the surface. Also, I realize I keep having to like look up jarringly just so I can see what's happening. This is my wizard hood keeps falling over my eyes. Wait, no, that's gonna be sunlight. You're right. Hi. Right, so the light's gonna cascade there, and then it's gonna cascade here. As Yes, this massive predator starts digging down into the earth, trying to find delicious, delicious flesh with a G in order to consume. Yeah. All right, so that was if there was nothing to hunt, relocate. So we did that. Um, explore, route, scout, or breed. Well, let's actually have this critter scout, because it needs to make itself a little nest. Because now there's a bunch of light that comes down here. Uh, you need a nice nest for the sleepy time. And we're gonna say that the Dimitrescodon really likes uh having like mushrooms to like be around. It's an aerial mushroom loving predator. You know, for the kids. Here's what we're gonna do now. Little that's way too weak. Well, I also know why it's too weak. But... All right, so we're gonna do a background like that. And gonna do that. However, really we're gonna do something like this, because then we're gonna go with our primary and here. Capacity. And we're gonna make it like look like there's those little guys everywhere. There you go. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of a purple too. Oh, too crazy. Alright. Here's the Dimitrescodon's weird mushroom hidey nest thing. Okay. Excellent. Because that's the thing, is there really isn't much for that critter to do. Except for just move on down and make a little nest for itself. Alright. That's going to lead us to the monstrous Sturge Shadow Hulk creature that lurks in the darkness. So it has the always of the Sturges, which is we're gonna fight non-undead denizens. So this is gonna be immediately a fight against the Troglodytes. So attacker rolled a 1. Got a 2. So this is a fight. The monstrous Sturge creature charges down into the kobolds or the Troglodytes to like try and slay them and just eat them all, but the Troglodytes just jump everywhere and overwhelm the beast. So here is what happens. That's all gonna go away, and Troglodytes are awarded treasure because they go back to the den and locate the various treasures that the creature left behind. So let's draw some. So small. I've got the world's smallest pencil or something. World's smallest air sprayer. Here we go. Too dark. Too dark. There we go. There we go. A little bit of a story there. The Troglodytes are getting way too powerful. Alright, so that does kill the monstrous Shadow Hulk creature. That's unfortunate. It's the end of the first round, so no monsters are spawned yet. And that's going to lead us back to the Troglodytes. And the Troglodytes are going to always try to exploit Noir. So we're gonna go like boom, boom. And yeah. So here's how we're going to reflect this. So they mine out part of this gem. Right? And crank up the opacity. Actually, no, this is the only really grayed out portion of the room, right? Right here. But we are going to keep this. We're going to keep this. We are going to keep the line. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a big old wacky pile of... Oh, God. Why does this keep getting massive? I have our weird dust here. Now we're gonna start putting weird effects over. That I keep finding a cool looking smoke, or not smoke, like a static cloud texture, and I can never find it again. Sure, I have it. Is that it? No, that just looks fucking red. Hold on. Or that just looks purple. There we go. That still just kind of looks purple, but maybe like when you crack into the geode, it looks more purple. Okay, you're sponsoring the next monster. All right, so let's see what our next monster is actually gonna be. We haven't rolled them yet, but well, I mean, you just rolled them, so let's see what we get. That's a 4. 4 is the Morlons. The Morlons are lawful alien builders. They're a bunch of like magma creatures that try to dwell deep in the earth. So you can give them an extra tag, but we're gonna get to them pretty soon. Let's see here. I mean, it pretty much sums up what I wanted to do with that room, because it's not really a whole room. It's just a like a mining exploitation room, part of their vault. So the Troglodytes, because they exploited, they win a treasure. They're gonna keep in there. And can I move individual treasures? No, I can't. I'd have to do specific things. I don't want to do that anyways. Let's see here. All right, they exploited. They have population. They have treasures. Ooh, the idol gives them a epic treasure. That's interesting. That's a good thing to know. So we're gonna have the Troglodytes breed, and what that means is they're gonna gain another little. They're gonna gain another population bead, and that's good because the Dimitrescodon is upset because it still has nothing to hunt. So it's gonna it's gonna relocate deep down again, and it's going to come over here and it's going to make its lair in this chamber instead. So now I'm gonna draw wait. Yep, drawing a giant mushroom for it to live on. Give it some head bits too. Yeah. There we go. So now the great scary Dimitrescodon has made himself a lair closer and closer. It wants to feed on delicious troglodytes. And that does put them closer and closer to the surface, figuratively, because basically what happens here is now there's caverns that lead all the way down to Troglodyte Town, so that's a threat for them. And because it knows that troglodytes are finally near, it is going to breed. Because now it feels comfortable. Awesome. Something's in my freaking eye right now. I'm sorry. Let's see here. That was the Dimitrescodon. That brings us to the Morlons. Which have just been freshly spawned. And let's say that the Morlons are going to... Let's see here. The Morlons always explore. If near magma, they're going to build a magma refinery. Oh, okay. So let's do this. Morlons are going to pop up here. So boop. Oh, that is not visible at all. Boop, boop, boop. And that is also going to give him access to that epic treasure, which I'm going to move from there and give to them their lair. So That's big, because the Morlons appear in the Forge of the Cyclops, and they gather the great Cyclops hammer of the wizard ancients, and though they do appreciate their home in the pool of the Forge of the lava demon, they would rather explore out. And so what they're gonna do is this. They're going to sorry, I keep fucking that up. All right. Those. Sorry, I'm trying to replicate my art style over here. I think that really was 100%. Yeah. Oh wait. Was it a completely different tool? Okay. All right, got it. And huh. Actually, no. Hold on. Better idea. Better idea. Right? Because they want to build a magma refinery. So about this. Is we have that right there. And okay. So, we got that. Now, here's the idea. We're gonna have a that going to channeling this magma energy. And it's what the Morlons use to get things going in their area. Let's see here. How can I make this look like it's being used very rigorously? There we go. Kind of wanted to draw that on a different line. That's okay. Because here's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna go with a sort of yellow big old orange here. I know, two different things. We're vibing. Make it look really hot in the back. Now. And now here's the twist. We're gonna have a big old like machine cog in the background. So now like that. Fill it out. Yeah, that sells that illusion pretty well. Alright, man. It's all good. Okay. So we've got their magma refinery set up. Did they get anything from that? Not really. It's just their weird magma machine. Harvest magma. Does that require them to delete magma? Oh, if they have access to the resource, they gain treasure. Then yes, they don't get rid of anything. So the Morlons get another treasure because they have access to. I also realized that I forgot to roll on what stratum that they appear on. God, maybe I should. I'll fix the monster emo, or I'll fix the monster command next time. But I need to change the monster command so that it both gives me a number and it rolls a d8, which isn't that hard to do. I just make it do two different rolls at the time. Basically, it's not that hard. I just have to remember to do that. Because I keep realizing I'm missing a step. Okay, so they harvested magma with their machine. Um oh they always explore. So they actually are gonna get 2 epic treasures. Oh, which keep it in there. Okay, so the Morlons are sitting really pretty. They have 3 population, 2 treasure, and 2 epic treasures already. They're really doing well. All right. So these troglodytes. Talk about those troglodytes. They're gonna exploit a little bit more ore. So let's say they're gonna build another one of their weird little. Actually, no, they're gonna have this deposit shaft kind of go that way. Here's what they're gonna do. Is they're gonna take a big old chunk out. And we're not really gonna cut corners this time. We're gonna just say it totally got mined right out. We're gonna just leave little glimmers in the rock. Close in, but that's about it. Because troglodytes are just gonna mine that right out. So they're doing pretty powerful and good right now. So they exploited, and they have the treasure. So they're going to create a large golden idol. Here, let's draw their golden idol. What would they make a great golden idol to? No, that's all awful. Let's not try and free hand that at all. Also, try not to... We're gonna... And hold on, let's... Yeah, let's make that invisible for a second so that I can figure out what the... There we go. Now I need... deeper one. Now we're gonna speckle it with all sorts of gems. So it's gonna gleam in all sorts of different colors. I'm still not 100% sure on what... That one looks significantly of higher value than the other. There we go. Reminder, I do not know how to draw gems, so they're just big, stupid diamond shapes. I guess if you cock your head in the light, it looks like a monster. Or it looks like a statue. Statue of a monster. Sure, fuck it. Fuck it! Alright. But that is going to cost them. They spent 3 in order to do that, but they do gain a golden treasure. So now there's a lot of those magical floating treasures going around. Because Troglodytes have their ancient statue that they've turned in, like, created an epic treasure in conjunction with. I guess those big old gems are epic treasure, who knows? The Morlons have inherited the 2 epic treasures of the wizards, so they're doing really good. You know? But that is going to bring us to the Dimitrescodons that are threatening the Troglodytes right here. Okay, always hunt Denison. Alright. So, in the dead of night, a Troglodyte, well, a whole bunch of Troglodytes are going to disappear from one of these rooms. Just one day, the Troglodytes check in on their friends and they're all gone. Nothing but just bones and mushrooms. They're gonna make little tunnel ways as they're scouting and searching for, like, more to eat, but they just can't find more to eat. The only thing they can find is these Troglodytes that are chilling out, and they're not happy because they just got attacked by a bunch of large burrowing winged dinosaurs. So that sucks to be them right now. Alright. We got next. And bring us to the Morlons. Morlons have their awesome little empire here. Let's see what else they do. It says they always explore, so they're just running around more chambers of this area. Let's do this. Give them a tunnel there and a tunnel here. because they like to explore. There we go. Great, so that looks way better. Build defenses. Against what enemy? They have no enemies to defend against, so they're kind of complacent. In fact, if anything, we're gonna just have these Morlons do it all again. Just harvest more and more of the lava. Alright, so we don't have a sponsored monster. Let's get D8 for the stratum 3. Oh, that might be interesting. A 32. What we got for a 32? The frickin' hag again. Alright, well this time we're actually ready to accept a hag into this. So an old crone that once used to be a wizard is going to live in this little hut here where wizards once lived. And so keep their treasure there because it's the energy from the tower, and they also have the gleam of the pyramid. I don't know what the special like glory mark means. It doesn't really come up in the rules very often. There's just like a couple of monsters. If you have the little glory symbol, then something happens. So it really depends. Okay, so the hag's up there. If a neighbor has glory, remove it from them. If you wipe out a monster group, build a tomb. Exploit tombs. They don't have a tomb to exploit. Relocate to a tomb. Oh, well, there you go. So what they're gonna do is this. They're gonna take all of this magical power and energy and go relocate to this this old mausoleum deep down in the dark. And that's gonna claim another ancient treasure. So now all the ancient treasures are being held by different monster groups. So that's the Hags action. Okay. That's gonna take us back to the Troglodytes. They are going to exploit ore. Let's exploit some more. So here's what we're gonna have this be. We're gonna have a big old like drill that's drilling into this, because there are only so many ways that you can draw a there's only so many ways you can draw a room with a pile of gems in it. You know? Excellent. Troglodytes, get another treasure. Okay, so monster attacked us last turn. Because a monster attacked us last turn, we're going to attack the Dimitrescodons that are threatening our borders. Uh-oh. So the Troglodytes charge into the dinosaur's lair and end up getting chomped and well, destroyed. And also they're gonna get hunted this turn. So that's going to lead to another missing Troglodyte. So the Troglodytes are starting to get eaten up very quickly. So that's going to lead us to the Dimitrescodons. They hunted. Guess we're gonna have them breed because they have fresh, delicious flesh to gnaw on. as their second action. Okay. Dinosaurs are nice and easy. The Morlons. By this point, the Morlons have secured and explored the entirety of the ancient wizard area. The only place that the Morlons have not been brave enough to go is deep, deep in the halls of the wizards, where they have not yet explored, where they hear the cackling of a hag. So they're basically neighbors at this point. And they're going to build defenses as their action, because they're well aware that there is a dangerous hag. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. They're gonna build a trapdoor. And this trapdoor is, of course, going to lead into liquid hot magma. That is going to be the defense that they create. Highlight with inks. They've created a magma trap, the Morlons have, in order... Hello, the Thedora! They're going to create a magma trap so that the hags are not capable... Well, the hag is... the hag singular. So that they are not able to come back into the great, great land of the Morlons, who just want to happily harvest magma until the end of time. I'm not sure what the Morlons deal is. They're just weird. Also, it took me a couple times of saying Morlons to get that joke. Congratulations. Congratulations, you made it funny. What do we got next? We have the evil hag, who knowing that the Morlons are onto her shit, is going to explore. Isn't gonna really take her that far in the grand scheme of things. Well, it's like I was saying, Lithidora. The main way you're gonna get eyeballs is if you hold an RPG session with like 3 people. That's what typically like makes people go, oh, I'm gonna click on that, and that's what jacks up your average viewers really high. Because I know that's what I click on is I'm gonna click on the stream that has um 4 or 5 people in the cast and all of these different like voices popping up because um there are a lot of streams where it's like ask a GM or it's um other shit. That's true. You've gotta get it to recalculate. All right, so the hags explored. So exploit to. Is exploitation destroying it? I think I looked up that exploitation is destroying it. Yeah. What else can she do? Hunt humanoids. Let's hunt humanoids. Okay. Some of the magma-dwelling Morlons are bewitched by a deadly hag, and the problem being is that the traps don't stop her because the Morlons know how to get past the traps. They wander right past them into their doom. So a single group of Morlons is destroyed. There's still 2 left. Or Morlons. Okay. What monster do I got right now? Why? Oh, I just realized why I had hair in my eye this whole time. Because I had hair in my eye this whole time. Why does it feel like there's hair jabbing into my eyes? 39. I keep rolling like the same number over and over again. Seen that yet? 39. The rat folk. Oh, there you go. Interesting. Okay. Now let's see what strata they appear in. Six. Oh, okay. So they're gonna pop up over here. The smell of food brings rat men across the wasteland. They climb down to find a old fungal forest filled with corpses to gnaw on, which they create a small rat folk empire out of. So the rat folk have come to the dungeon. Rat folk in the dungeon. The Troglodytes seem kind of screwed. They're going to exploit more ore, but I don't know. We'll find some. We'll draw something new next time. It says if population is 1 and we have no gold left, relocate and add 1. But we do have treasures. We have plenty of treasures. It's just you know, all your friends are dead. So the Troglodytes are going to breed, and then the Troglodytes are immediately going to get hunted by the dinosaurs. Yes, they are. So you only stave off the inevitable, Troglodytes. You exist because, well, kind of exist because you persist. The Dimitrescodons, meanwhile, just hunted. So they're gonna actually explore because there's starting to be less and less delicious troglodyte flesh to eat, you know, and we're gonna have to look for something new. Oh, wrong layer. So they're gonna look out that way for delicious flesh. Okay, the Morlons are gonna explore a little bit more. Man, they're running out of options too. The Morlons have the ability to harvest again, but God, they kind of wasted a turn building defenses, didn't they? Because the hag is about to attack them. Is she? Because have to hunt. I'm gonna exploit a tomb instead. So we're gonna make that invisible. Doing. We're gonna crack this open. And get small. Going to be glimmers of red in the distance. And because the hag has exploited a tomb, they are going to gain treasure that they stole from dead wizards. A terrible, terrible hag. Evil. Evil, I say. There we go. Now the rat folk always breed. Starting to fill up their little area there. They're gonna build a nest. Gonna just be a massive warrens. Yeah. Now we're gonna have like yellow. There we go. That's the little Ratman construction. Actually going to spend their treasure because they use their treasure somehow to make a large great nest poop mound thing. Don't question it. Okay. Now we're already spawning another creature. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Six and a 46. I keep rolling sixes. That's strange. Six is the experts. Well-equipped party with a bit of experience can quickly become a major force in the dungeon. Always fights denizens. If we lost the fight, relocate. Prepare, route alpha predators, ally lawful, eat humanoid denizen. Then, let's say that let's say that some great troglodyte experts have appeared, and they, in the face of being like attacked by the vile monsters in the night, the experts have rallied everyone they can, and they have formed an expert team to slay the vile Dimitrescodons that have for so long threatened the existence of the Troglodytes. And so more and more Troglodytes are radicalizing to become monster hunters. In fact, the Troglodytes are going to exploit. Troglodytes are going to breed so they're not exterminated. The Dimitrescodons kind of don't care and are going to hunt anyway, and then they are going to I guess explore? Yeah. Orlons, explore more of the wizard sanctum. Say then yes, they would harvest more magma. Because I don't think epic treasures actually, like, I'm not sure what the epic treasures do. The epic treasures just kind of move around. Next time with the epic treasures, I might I'm gonna be a little more rigorous in tracking them because I feel like that's more storytelling that I can do. Okay. Hag is going to explore. She's in luck, because she's found something to eat. Because rat folk are humanoids, right? Yes, they are. So the hag is going to hunt some ratmen. Delicious. Ratmen disappear in the night. The ratmen don't continually breed. So that apparently does not faze them. They're going to huh. Oh no, the Ratmen are in a very strange position where they're just kind of in a rock and a hard place. So let's draw something. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I deleted existence. I didn't do. How do I want to convey this? Oh, I think I know. Not with a hard line. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Uh, too opaque. There we go. So this is gonna be a like sewer warren like tunnel site. And let's see here. But this isn't really a sewer because there's like no sewage running. These are like the sewer tunnels. Now. Eyes in the... Oh, not that one. That's inside the dark. There we go. They're gonna just make that room habitable. Hunker down because the Ratmen are getting hunted pretty badly right now. That brings us to the experts. The experts are always going to fight denizens, so they're gonna try and fight off those monsters. So experts for Dimitrescodons. Dimitrescodons win. Oh dear. So what's going to happen is some of the experts are eaten, and in shame they are going to run away. They're going to flee to the Ratmen lands because the Troglodytes will not help them. The Troglodytes clearly only exist to get eaten over and over again by the Dimitrescodons. So the experts run off, and they are going to try and recruit the Ratmen, fleeing for them to help against the alpha predators that stalk the darkness. And the Ratmen are just not hearing it. They just go, well, no, you guys are Troglodytes, and you Troglodytes just keep getting eaten over and over again. Why would we ally with you? They go, no, we're monster hunters. Then why do you need our help? And it kind of goes on and on. The experts gain no help. So now we're gonna spawn another monster. Let's see here. Got number 14 in The third stratum. Okay. To be probably somewhere around here. Number 14. Which one's number 14? Wolves. Wait. One of these things is not like the other. From the forest wolf to wild gnolls to the hounds of hell, every realm hosts the canine archetype in some form. Oh. Oh, this is gonna make sense. So these are going to be water wolves. Ahuazotl. Because apparently wolves in this game genetically Darwinized to whatever is near them. So we're gonna just say okay to that, because that sounds really cool. Alright, so we've got our aquatic wolves. Let's draw an aquatic cave for our aquatic wolves to live in. Thank you, Father Jarity, for attempting to calm the alligator god. That's I'm pretty sure that William's gonna be happy about that, but the alligator calm is the alligator calm. The alligator god is not calmed yet. We'll see what happens. Don't worry. If the CIA or any of the Alphabet Boys show up, I won't tell them you're here. Don't make redemptions if you don't want me to shout out your name, motherfucker. I'm kidding. Or am I? Oh, too blue. It's too blue! There we go. Also too blue. Let's get more of a... teal to jive with the other port. Oh, that looks ugly as fuck. Pretty sure that also will look ugly as fuck. What is that specific one I keep using that I can never find again? That it? No, that looks like a Jackson Pollock painting vomited. Oh god. Actually, that is kind of cool. Oh. There we go, because there's like elemental water going in there now. Oh god, that looks way too shitty. Let's go with a less offensive green. There we go. There we go. Now it kind of looks like kelp and not a bunch of shitty lines that I drew. Distance, does it kind of look like kelp? Kind of. Oh no, I'll just tell him Banksy drew it or something. No one will ever know. In either case, aquatic wolves have moved in. A little aquatic wolf lair. LA, a denizen we share another tag with. Relocate away from breed. Okay, well, they always relocate, so guess they just move out of their little shallow caves and they're bamfing around over here. They're gonna breed, so now they have a bunch of aquatic wolves chilling out down. Oh that's right. They don't get to do their turn immediately. Oh well, fuck it. Okay. Troglodytes. Troglodytes are going to keep mining because it's the only thing they know how to do. The Troglodytes are tired of being preyed upon incessantly, so they're going to try and fight off those evil creatures that have been attacking them. Actually, yeah. They are tired of the cycle and wish to fight the Dimitrescodons, who then consume them wholeheartedly. Okay, well that was a terrible idea on their part. So the Troglodytes get consumed, and their loot becomes part of the Dimitrescodon's territory. So they are going to kind of move out more like this. I mean, but now they just own this entire area, and they're these burrowing dinosaurs now that have eaten all of the Troglodytes that live here, and so that means that go to the dinosaurs, Dimitrescodons. They hunt denizens, so now they're actually gonna start crawling up, and they're gonna go after the Ratmen. So another bit of Ratmen are gonna get eaten. I mean, they're gonna just create those Ratmen right back again, but that's okay. Dinosaurs need something to eat. Because after all, the dinosaurs have no need for treasure or baubles, so they're not gonna collect any of that. Orlons. By now the Morlons have noticed that there are dangerous wolves in the water, and being magma creatures, they don't like water whatsoever. So I think I know what I'm gonna have them build. They're gonna build another defense. I'm gonna have them build another defense. Here's what this defense is. It's just gonna be a big ass door that they built in order to waterlock the forge, so that the forge doesn't get overwhelmed with water. Because at this point, the Morlons, if they're afraid of anything more than anything else in the world, they're afraid of their way of life being destroyed. So this is their, like, defense against that. This is their big defense against getting waterlogged in case this entire water lake portion was to flood somehow. They need a plan B. So they have a waterlock. And unfortunately that meant they didn't have time to harvest any magma, so they're not going to ascend to greatness yet. The hag is going to explore, and at this point the hag has become well aware that there's all sorts of troglodyte adventurers that have left their lands, as well as ratmen that are not that far away. And the hag is going to hunt the ratmen. However, the ratmen are going to repopulate, so I'm not going to even bother getting rid of that because they're literally about to get it back. But the hag starts luring ratmen into the tomb once more to be consumed. The ratmen breed, so now there's 2 of them. Ratmen are getting ratmened up pretty badly. So they're going to explore. And they're going to form a back way down. And have discovered the original lair. Well, not the original lair. They're actually living in the original lair of these dinosaurs. But they've kind of reaffirmed their suspicions and have determined that the reason why the Dimitrescusaurs have returned is because this is where they used to live. Dun dun dun. And also there's a hag just messing with it. But that's their main takeaway from this. So the best thing they can do is just kind of hide in their warrens and hope that they start eating the experts instead. Meanwhile, the experts, seeing that the Dimitrescusaurs are hot on their tail, are going to fight the Dimitrescusaurs. And roll a 1, getting more of them eaten. Good job, Troglodytes. Even your monster hunters exist only to be eaten by the monsters. Real credit to the team, Troglodytes. You really did it. Poor Troglodytes. Oh, and also I forgot about the hag's ability. If a neighbor has glory, remove it from them. So, the embarrassment of getting lured to their deaths or their embarrassment of being kicked out of their homelands has really hit the experts hard, because they've been kicked out, they're being chased by dinosaurs, the dinosaurs keep eating them, there's a hag that's mocking them in the distance, watching them be consumed. All in all, they're having a hard time. Those rat folk bred. The experts did their thing. And they lost that fight again, so they're going to relocate. So it's at this point that the experts are basically trying to flee to the surface where they've never even seen the surface before. They're troglodytes. They don't even know what the outside looks like, but here they are, gazing at the barren, destroyed landscape above, hoping that they've seen the last of the vile Dimitrescodon. And that brings us to the wolves, which did their thing. That was actually exactly what the wolves did. Is they moved out into this main water area and they populated. So now we're gonna roll us a d8, and we're gonna roll us a d48. 26. 26. Occult. Excellent. When traditional gods and practices lose their luster, the bored, debauched, and ambitious are quick to find new passions and indulgences. Huh. Then let's put them over here. The cult is going to appear at this water generator, and these cultists are tomb robbers that have come in from another land, and they've wandered into this wizardly dungeon and have located the water generator and have used it to pour drink after drink, wine after wine of ancient alchemical waters. And there they lurk. Okay. So collectively between the dinosaur and the Dimitrescodons and the hag, that's it for the Ratmen. The Ratmen get hunted to extinction and are destroyed. And that is going to cause this little sewer building is instead going to become a like boneyard, because we're gonna do this. And the other touch here is that these are going to be pitch black now because there are no more rats. Rats are gone. Rats have been extinguished. Okay. So this now represents a tomb, basically. The remains of the rat men, pretty much. Alright, the Morlons. Well, ones already have plenty of defenses. So, the Morlons are going to harvest more magma. And now that the Morlons have 6 treasures, that is going to bring an end to the Age of Monsters. But we're still going to go through the rest of what happens. The experts are going to try and slay the hag that's been terrorizing the land, because at this point they've given up on the Dimitrescadon. If they're going to truly save the world, they need to stop the hag from eating everyone. And they've done so. The last remaining expert, the grizzled veterans of the Troglodyte Order that have survived all of these battles, have destroyed the hag. So, hold on here. So here's what we're gonna do. They're gonna they're gonna keep the treasure. They're gonna basically take the same spot. Only now they're the experts, and they have destroyed the hag. Okay. That vile hag that was ruining the world, and in that, the expert has found the ancient sword of the wizards. We'll see how that sword is going to help them. Okay, that brings us to the aquatic wolves. So the wolves don't really have anywhere to relocate to. But there are some delicious cultists that have moved in by the wayside, so one of the cultists gets eaten. Okay. So, oh, that's the wrong thing. All right, yeah. So some of the grave robbing cultists have been snatched by watery wolves from the water and drown in the depths, feeding them. The cult is going to try and recruit some of the Morlons into the fold. So here's the thing: is this does count as a conflict? So because of the the lock, the vault lock, what happens is the cult tries to come recruit, and then they close the lock. They're like, no, you're not allowed to recruit our citizens. It's not gonna happen. So the cult is going to, you know what? They're gonna steal, because they're upsetty spaghetti. They're gonna try and steal from the Morlons, because the Morlons have no right. It's tied. What happens on a... Wait, is it +1 per defense? I think it is a +1 per defense. Oh, that's what glory does. You can remove it to add a +1 to your roll. I didn't know that. That makes sense. And I'm pretty sure it's a stalemate and nothing happens. So that means that they were incapable of stealing. That's unfortunate. Poor cult. Oh, I think the Morlons immediately caused the age. We're supposed to immediately cause it to end, but okay, then yes, then yes, the Age of Monsters is going to end as the Morlons become the Great Morlon Empire. So now they gain extra rules. So what the Age of Villainy means is that one of the empires in the dungeon has grown powerful enough where it's not a question anymore whether or not they're the most wealthy or the most powerful. So in addition to the powers that the Morlons already had, they gained the powers of the Empire because they won through wealth. And so monsters are only going to spawn if a monster group is eliminated at the end of a turn. And that's if any are eliminated. So if 2 factions were eliminated in one turn, doesn't matter. There's only going to be 1 extra monster. However, you guys, as the chat, do have the ability to sponsor monsters. So that is something that's going to be happening in the villainy stage when we do that. I might actually make this a 3-parter, you know? I might do another session, possibly tomorrow? No, I have no time tomorrow, literally. Because tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to be doing Grip by the Stars Chapter 2 with William. And so he's doing an Eldritch investigation. And later, later on Tuesday, I'm going to be playing Viva La Dungeon. So, hardcore. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Wait, is that today? No, that's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. I was talking about tomorrow. Stop confusing me. So that's my plans for tomorrow. Is it's going to be Grip by the Stars and Viva La Dungeon Hard. My plans tonight I'm going to be on Apocrypha, which I need to master. I feel like I still don't know the rules that well, and it's killing me because I'm a tryhard. I've always been a tryhard. I need to be good at games, otherwise I get upsetty spaghetti. Anyways, back to the game we're playing. The Morlons become the Great Morlon Empire. And so they gain the following abilities. They're going to build a capital. They're going to build like a great capital, a great magma capital, and I'm thinking it's going to be like down here somewhere because we haven't dug deep enough yet. So it's probably going to be somewhere down here. And that also opens up the possibility of the water wolves wreaking vengeance. So we'll see what happens there. So they're going to build a capital. Let's see here. If the Empire doesn't have chaotic or lawful, give it 1 now. If it doesn't have the good or evil tag, give it now. So, here's the thing. Morlons are lawful, so they're already lawful. The question is, are these good or evil Morlons? Huh? That's the question that we're going to be asking, and we're going to find out on, I want to say, I'm probably going to find this out on Wednesday, is I'm going to do some polling. I don't know. But I'm going to have to, I'm going to find out some kind of random or chat-based method to find out whether they're good or evil. So that's the thing, is they're going to be a good or evil Morlon Empire. The other thing that's going to happen is every turn they're going to try and ally with people. And they also gain extra optional abilities. So they're going to be able to annex, fight, trade, and build empire buildings. And so the empire buildings are how the Morlons are going to make up for the fact that there's going to be a bunch of dinosaurs coming after them in a couple of turns. And also they have to deal with the water wolves. and the cult. There's a lot, there's a lot that the Morlon Empire is going to deal with. This is going to be interesting. Also, what's the annexation action? It doesn't say what the annexation action. Oh, it does. Roll conflict. On success, the target group becomes a permanent ally, subject to the tax move. If the Empire suffers casualties due to a fight or hunt, it may instead take from the annexed group. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Well, that is going to be us for today. I thank everyone for stopping by. We don't really have raid numbers, so we're not going to try that. But I thank you all for showing up, and I thank you all for enjoying the crazy ass map building and the crazy ass dungeon that we've created. So, as a final recap, what's happened is that we had a crazy primordial land with a mother brain that thought for the land. Wizards came in and built an empire of their own, tapping the land for all it was worth, and then left, leaving all sorts of monsters to roam in and start reclaiming the land. And over here, a Troglodyte empire formed, and the Troglodytes basically got eaten constantly. Nothing good happened for the Troglodytes. Because giant dinosaurs called the Dimetrescodons have been feeding on them for years. And they also fed on the Ratmen that popped up around them. Eventually, Troglodyte adventurers popped up, trying to defend themselves from the evil Dimetrescodons, but they too were stepped on. And eventually, the last of them defeated the evil hag that helped destroy the numbers of the Troglodytes and Ratmen. But all in all, this only allowed the Morlons to silently accumulate wealth, forming their empire. And that's where we're going to close our episode. Thank you all.